sure that they're okay. The people who think that, well, you know, I kind of covered the new raincoat, and that's a sin, but I think that's the only sin I have left. I found myself that, you know, I talked briefly about the people who will burn you in hell with their words and bring damnation down on the sinners and repentance, and all that is part of our doctrine. But sometimes I found that the people who most wanted to burn me in hell seemed to me the biggest sin is the hardest people to get along with, because the fellowship isn't there. If we're tied together through Christ, what kind of fellowship do we have? If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from some of our problems, all unrighteousness. I don't know how many people realize, but there's so many verses in the three epistles of John that are part of our culture and part of our joint shared knowledge, although we don't always know where exactly they are, where they came from. If we say that we have not sinned, we make Him a liar, and His word is not in us. What do you think about that? You know, I relate that a lot to, I relate a lot of this position in the church. You know what John was dealing with at the time. The Pharisees were still around. The Jewish church was probably much larger still at that point in time than the Christian church. And they had a lot of rules. And how did the Pharisees dress? Everything they did externally told about their position. Hats, special hats. They wore special robes. And they were set apart. They were set apart. And they were kind of a higher level for spiritual Jewish person than the average Jewish fisherman. That's exactly the opposite of what we are. That's exactly the opposite of who we are. We at times in our lives, in the church and in our functions in the church, get called to do different jobs. Doesn't mean we're more spiritual. Doesn't mean we're anything. Sometimes maybe we're the ones, because of being given a job, perhaps we're cleaning ourselves up as much as we're helping anyone else. I found that time and time again. I try to get a sermon ready, and it's really aimed at me. You know? Okay, my little children, these things write I unto you, that ye sin not. He's enforcing the law. And if any man sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteousness. And He is the propitiation, the undeserved gift for our sins, and not for ours only, but also for the sins of the whole world. I remember my friend Michael talked once about, what was it, Michael, the invisible church?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, when I saw the fellow in Penn Station, I didn't try to unload a whole bunch of Adventist doctrine on him. I don't know what religion he was. He didn't try to unload a whole bunch of doctrine on me. You know, we talked for a few minutes, and I tried to encourage him, and he encouraged me. And it wasn't a lot I had to say. Really, I knew he was a Christian. I heard what he read, and I saw how he carried himself, and I knew he was a Christian. I think he knew I was a Christian. I think that was enough. At least at that particular point. There are people spread all over the world who God has not abandoned them. They're all God's children. And Jesus died not for the Babylon church, not for the Adventist church. He died for every human being in the world. And He opened a route of salvation and a chance for the kingdom for every human being in the world. You can think about this. Maybe sometime you go home. The first epistle of John is not that long. I'm not going to get through the whole thing today. I'm not going to get nearly as far as I thought I would. But it's an interesting thing, if you have time, to sit down and read again, because it was John's message 2,000 years ago to the early church. And it's a message that's, forgive me for coughing like this. It's a message that's as current today to the Babylon church as it was 2,000 years ago to the church. We don't know where the letter of John was sent. We think it was circulated throughout the churches. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected. Hereby know that we are in him. He that saith he abideth in him, or himself also so to walk, even as he walked. Sorry. We call that what? The character of Christ? Are we emulating the character of Christ in our lives? I remember John Kelly when he was here, he was an elder here. That used to be his, later in his life, that was the question he constantly gave us. They'd see you and they'd ask you, so how are you doing with the character of Christ? He wasn't asking you how you were doing with understanding and writing a novel on it. He was asking you, how are you doing with incorporating the character of Jesus Christ into your own life? Not into the life of your neighbor, who you see as sin, but into your own life. Is this an absolute? I know sometimes this part of John, people use as an absolute. Is it right? Yes. Is it right yet? Yes. So what happens? Does struggle fit in here? If we're supposed to follow the commandments, does human failure and human struggle fit in here anymore? Or is it that we have to follow the commandments? We are expected, we get baptized, we are expected to be perfect from there on in. And off we go. I don't think so. I think we grow and we learn and we get cleaned up along the way. Do you remember Paul? Let's see if I can find it. The Apostle Paul is probably one of the great examples, right? Of an evangelist, of a life changed. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, can I read this to you? I'm reading from Romans 7, starting at the 14th verse. For we know that the Lord is spiritual, but I am carnal, because of sin. Now listen to this. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that I do. The Apostle Paul, at the time he's writing the letter of Romans, saying he's looking at himself and saying, I'm not right. I'm not right. He knew the standard that John was setting, although he knew that that standard existed, although I don't believe John had written 1 John at that time. I think the letter of Romans was written first. He knew that it existed. John's saying there's no excuse for not following the standard. But he's saying that if you do fall, and you will, that you have an advocate with the Father. Who is the advocate? Okay. Have you heard anything new here that you haven't heard before? Not to me. I mean, to me, I don't think there's anything new here at all for us, but it's basic. It's our basic walk that John had put forth, and it's been available to Christians in this book for the last almost 2,000 years. It's a guide. It's really a sermon from John, which came down to us through the years. This is not, as some of the books were, purely on the law, some of Paul's writings. This is not like the books to the Corinthians where he was solving certain problems in certain churches. Now we can look down today and say, well, look, they had problems there too. This is something different. This is really a sermon that he wrote to the churches. I don't know at what point in his life he wrote this. It seems like it was full of things that he felt the churches needed to know, that they needed to be reminded of. I'm skipping down a little bit, just because, again, I don't want to take all, I can't take all of this. Reading from chapter 2, verse 13, from John 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. But John says these three things. He's saying there are three things in the world that are not of the Father. And they are the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Do you think that every sin that we can possibly commit, every challenge that we have, every wrong thing we do could possibly fit into these three things? You know where that comes from, where these three things come from? Genesis 3. Let's see if I'm right. Starting at the 6th verse. Yeah. Genesis 3:6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was good for food, it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. He gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Everything we suffer from today is the same temptation that Eve faced in the Garden of Eden. We kind of inherited it with our genes. It's beautiful the way John lists it out here, because he makes it, I don't know that it's put out in any other place in the Bible like this. But he takes it and he makes it so clear what happened. He takes what happens to us today, what happened to the Christians 2,000 years ago, the struggles they were going through, the struggles we're going through today, and he kind of sets it as wonderfully. It's the same three things. It's nothing new. Paul said that there is no sin but such that is common to man. Whatever you're suffering from, it's not nothing new. You're not alone, you know? And you're not the first person to fail at it, and you will overcome. Because we have a promise that we will overcome. I always think of John as the apostle of peace. And I think that they all were to some extent. But we need to have an inner peace. If you read the Epistle of John, it's full of the Lord. And it's full of support of the Lord. And it's full of the knowledge that we will fail. And that we will be lifted up when we stumble. And it's that kind of, it's a great uplifting message to the church. And the world, I'm reading from verse 17, and the world passeth away, and their lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. It's another promise of eternal life. Little children, it is the last time. And as ye have heard, the Antichrist shall come, even now. And there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. What does he mean by the last time? You know, you can roughly divide the age of the earth, which is roughly 6,000 years old, if you believe in biblical timetable, which I do. And you can really divide it into three times. There's a time before the flood. There was a time of the old covenant, and then Jesus came. And when Jesus came, what happened? It began the last time. Because at that point, at the cross, Satan was defeated. And from there on, we entered the time. And these are not the final days, but these are the latter days. This 6,000-year-old history of the earth, we're coming to the end of it at some point. And we're getting near the end of the end. And that's what he was talking here 2,000 years ago. He was telling us we're entering the time of the latter days. The Antichrist shall come. Even now, there are many Antichrists whereby we know that it is the last time. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would have no doubt had continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest, that they were not all of us. You know, I remember 100 and maybe 20 or 30 years ago, Ellen White was asked some questions by the elders in the church about people who had engaged in addictive sins, people who were smoking and drinking, who were members. The elders didn't know what to do. They said, well, you know, we're elders, and we're good elders, and we're going to bounce them out of here because they're smoking, or because they're drinking. They must go. You can't be an Adventist and do that. what Ellen White didn't tell the elders what they had to do, but she said in her experience that when someone had gotten too far away from Christ, one of two things would happen. They would realize it, and they would change their lives, and they would come back into the church, and there was no need to publicly shame them or to drive them out. Or if they didn't do that, if they wouldn't change, they would feel so out of step with the people in the church that they would eventually leave on their own. I guess I'm really just about closing down. I mean, we could go through 1 John for a long time. I try as much as is possible to remember that, because there's always the issue where we should act now. We have to stop this. I think a number of things that occurred in this church over the years, we had to act, we had to stop, and we didn't act, and we didn't stop, and it doesn't look good anymore. Somehow it seems to be more of God's way of working through the church. We can only do what He wants us to do. As soon as we start doing what we want to do, we're going to make a mess of it. So listen, people, I love you. I know this was a little unusual to address a sermon today. I thank you. I thank you for your love, for your patience, and for being about in the church. The Lord loves everyone in this church, and the Lord loves this church. And on the good days, the Lord is with you, and on the bad days, the Lord is with you. God bless you.